Hey everyone, this is Joseph, and today we've got some tips for all you runners out there heading out to your first Run Disney race. Okay, so our first tip for all you runners out there is to stay on Disney property. You don't have to stay on Disney property, but we recommend staying on Disney property just because if you're there for whether it's your first vacation with Run Disney or you're an expert, it's a great feeling being around the park, seeing all the runners come through, and it's nice to see all the other runners that go through there and all the families cheering them on, and it's just a good feeling. Our family typically likes to stay in the boardwalk area because it's the closest to Epcot, because most of the runs that Run Disney has in Orlando typically will either start or finish in Epcot. So we like to stay closer to the Epcot area versus staying over my Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom or something like that. Now, if you are staying on the Magic Kingdom area, it's nice to hop on the monorail and just head on over to Epcot right before the race starts. Transportation is really super nice if you are staying on property. If you're staying off property, you just have to get up a little bit earlier than normal, and let's talk about that. Tip number 2 is to wake up early. Try to get in the habit of waking up early. These Run Disney races, they are early. The ones in Orlando, they typically start about 5:30, maybe even 6 a.m. But the wake-up calls, I mean, it takes you typically about 90 minutes from the time you leave your door at the resort to the time you get on the transportation. You walk through the staging area, and you get to your corral, and you're all ready to go. It's about 90 minutes. So you want to stay close to the race if possible. You want to get up early. The wake-up calls, like I said, typically it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe even 3:30 if you're pushing it, but you want to get there early. So definitely get in the habit, maybe even a couple of weekends before. Go ahead and practice waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then waiting a couple hours till like 5:30, and then going out for a training run and do something like that, just to help you understand what it's like to get up that early, because your body's probably not used to it. Tip number 3, have some fun, wear a costume. So one of the best things about Run Disney races is that you see all sorts of costumes. You'll see head to toe, they're just decked out, and it's fantastic to see who dresses up in what. And there's some really good ones out there, and that's one of the attractions of a Run Disney race, is just to see the costumes. I might wear, red shorts, black shirt, something like that. That's kind of Mickey colors or Goofy colors. I think for the, my wife and I, we had Peter Pan and Tinkerbell colors when we ran the Minnie Mouse 10K. And so, you can easily dress up in a costume without having to put on ears and make your own hat or wear a tutu or have a cape or something like that. But if you are going to wear a costume, go ahead and try it out before you get to the Run Disney race. You don't want to get there, you're running, and all of a sudden it rubs you, in areas. I've heard, like some of the ladies, when they have tutus, it rubs the inside of their arms, and so it gives them a rash, or, you just don't want to have that experience when you're there. So try it on before you actually get to the Run Disney race to see if number 1, if you have to make any modifications, and number 2, if you're going to like it, because you may not even like it once you get there. So definitely try it on before you get to the race. Tip number 4. Take pictures with the characters. Have some fun. It's a Disney race. Everything about Disney is fun. You guys know, you go to the parks, you take pictures with characters. Where else are you going to be able to run in Disney, the magical place, and take pictures with the characters? Now, every race is themed, and so every character is usually different depending on the race and the theme of the race. But if you come up on a character, go ahead, get in line, take a picture, and then continue the race. You're always told, run your best, run your fastest, try to get that PR, your personal record, try to beat your time before. Run Disney races, they're supposed to be fun. Have fun with it. When you're running through the parks, enjoy the parks. Where else do you get to run down Main Street? It's dark and it's all lit up and you're running through the castle. You're running with thousands of other people and it's only you guys. The parks are closed, or you're running through Epcot or Magic or Animal Kingdom. It's fun. Take in the sights. Enjoy your time in the parks. One of the things that I did before when we did our races, we took our headphones out. So many things to listen to. There's entertainment all throughout the course. Take out your headphones. They always pump out music through the sound system as you're running through the parks. It's great to meet other people as you're running. They're all there for the same thing, and you all get the same medal. The next tip that we have, limit your park time. You're in Disney. What do you do when you go to Disney World or Disneyland? You go on rides. You go on the parks. You experience it with your family, and it's fun. I know. I get it. That's what you want to do. But if you're there for a run, and whether it be your first run, your first half marathon, or maybe you're doing one of the challenges, which is, like a 10K and a half, or maybe the Goofy or the Dopey, where you're running multiple races over the number of days, try to limit your park time. Try to get off your feet as much as you can. You just don't want to have a miserable experience when you're out on the course. It's very easy walking around the parks. Put in about 6 miles walking. You're on your feet for 8+ hours out of the day, and then you're going to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then you're going to run 13 miles, or maybe you run 6 miles, or maybe you even run the marathon. It's just really hard to stay on your feet for that long. So definitely what we recommend is to just limit your park time. Do a half day. Spend a day at the hotel. I think that's what we did. We stayed at the pool, for most of the day. We had some lunch around the area. Like I said, we normally like to stay around the boardwalk. Walk around the boardwalk, stretch your legs, but stay off of your feet as much as you can. So one of the questions that we usually get here at Pixie Wings Travel is, where do we stay? I'm going for a Run Disney race. Where do I stay? I don't know what to do. I don't know where to stay. My wife and I, we like to stay in the boardwalk area. That's just based on personal preference. We used to have a lot of frequent flyer miles, so we would stay at the Disney Swan and Dolphin, which is right by the Epcot area. We just like that area. Now, there's nothing wrong with the other value resorts. There's nothing wrong with the moderate resorts. There's nothing wrong with the resorts over at Magic Kingdom. They're just different, and so we like to stay by the Epcot area simply because it's a little bit closer to the start and the finish of most of the Run Disney races. Now, they all kind of start in different areas, but for most of them, you're around the Epcot area. So we like to stay there based on the transportation because it's closer to the actual start and the finish of the race. Now, if you're staying at the Magic Kingdom area, you can hop on the monorail. I heard that's a really reliable way to get to the races. Go to the Ticket Transportation Center, hop on over to Epcot, and there you are. If you're staying at some of the other resorts, like the ones close to Disney Springs, doesn't take you very long to get to Epcot from that point. If you're staying at the value resorts, the All-Star, or even Animal Kingdom area, it takes you a little bit longer. So yes, you do have to get up maybe just a tad bit earlier, but again, there's nothing wrong with those. So I will say this, this book here, The Runner's Guide to Walt Disney World, this is a phenomenal book. So if you have questions about where to stay, obviously we can help you out because we are a travel agency, but definitely pick up the Magical Miles book. This will tell you each and everything you need to know about a Run Disney race. It's a great book. Megan did a fantastic job putting it together. She also is a co-host on a podcast called the Let's Run Disney podcast. And so that is a great resource as well. They talk about Run Disney races and they answer some listener questions as well. So that's another good resource. I hope this helps you out today, has answered some questions that you may have had concerning Run Disney races. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Send us an email if you have any questions or if you have some vacation needs. If you've already booked a Run Disney race, you've already registered, and you need help with the accommodations, we can help you with that too as well. I'm gonna post a little video here to the right here. That video is just from the Run Disney race, so that gives you a little bit of a snapshot as to what a Run Disney race is all about. Find us on social media, and we are on Instagram, we are on Twitter, and we are on Facebook as well. So reach out to us on social media. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope this helps. You guys have a magical day, and we hope to see you out on the course.